Hi, I'm Lorraine Roe. I'm back with another video about taking your psychic ability and applying it to your daily life. Today I'm going to talk about something that's a little bit of a cliche term or idea, which is staying present to the moment. But I think if you look at it in the context of your daily life and how you can apply it, it really isn't that cliche, and it actually is pretty miraculous when you apply it as a principle. Right now the energy is so wild out there with everything that's going on. I can barely even look at the headlines. I'm not hardly looking at all. And it's not to bury my head. It's just I have to really balance out my reality with what is going on the outside and around my outskirts of my life. So that being said, I'm kind of taking a renewed approach to my own life, which is trying to really see people for who they are, what they're saying to me, what their actions are. There is a saying that a friend of mine gave me on a plaque years ago that yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift from God. That's why they call it the present. And I want to talk about staying in the present moment and what an actual miraculous discipline it is when you do it. Part of being psychic is allowing all of your senses to operate at full tilt to be well informed. That could be clairsentient, coming in through your feeling centers, your stomach, a gut feeling. It could be clairaudient, hearing messages from spirit. It could be your sight, where you're seeing things and the images are coming in. You may be talking to someone and randomly something, you hear a word about them, or you see a vision of them in a certain situation, and it can tell you stuff almost instantaneously. One of the things about staying in the moment is it's also a great time to be in your physical body and using the physical senses to observe and hear what people are saying to you. Sometimes we can get stuck in the past. I know I found myself doing several things recently. I think it stems from what I think has happened to someone. I think somebody's a certain person or a certain way, and I've gotten a wake-up call in the last couple of weeks that I'm off the mark. I'm in the past. I'm living in the past about what I think people are like, and that cuts both ways. I mean, you can think someone's a really good person and they've changed, or you can think someone's kind of not such a great person and they've changed. And one of the disciplines that I'm trying to do on a daily basis is be in the moment. When someone says something to me, a friend of mine has told me to just put duct tape on my mouth. When I'm talking to my husband, some good friends of mine, some family members, my little children, zip, duct tape. I mean, really listen, because what I have found is when I've duct taped my mouth, now of course we're just talking symbolically here, but when I have an image of duct tape over my mouth, I can hear these thoughts coming that a lot of times I would verbalize. They don't really have anything to do with listening. It's really about my opinion about what they're saying instead of really pulling them out and drawing them out. The other thing that I'm noticing for myself and a few of my girlfriends who will go unnamed is the perfectionist tendencies we have to try and jump in and fix things. My character defect is flaring in the last couple of weeks, where instead of withholding and sitting back and allowing myself to be a channel for the universe to move through me, I'm trying to jump in and do way too much. And I know who's leading that charge. It's my ego. It's my ego saying, it's not going to work. It's not going to be enough. You're not going to be enough. When in fact, it's all good. And all my guides want me to do is just shut the hell up and sit back. But do I do that? No, not until I get slapped upside the head with something going, awry, or I'm way overbooked, or whatever. Part of what this exercise is in living as a human being is learning how to conserve your energy, because we have a lot of hubris. We think that we have to do all of these things ourselves, that it's up to us. Without us, our job won't go on, the kids won't go on, the school won't function, my entire household will fall apart. Well, maybe some of that's true, but really Our job is to start asking for support. Our job is to conserve our energy. Our job is to have some fun along the way, to be silly, to be goofy, which brings me to fairies. Fairies are experts at staying in the moment, not being codependent, creating chaos to cause change. I mean, you can be a real instigator and have cause problems for people and have it be a really good thing. It really can. I mean, I like to be silly and I like to be irreverent, and I like to tell my kids, no, I'm not doing that. You do it. And they do it, you know. I'm not cleaning that up. You clean it up. You know, I'm not doing that right now. I have to smoke a cigar. I'm not doing that right now. I have to listen to my favorite music, and you have to listen to it with me. You know, I mean, that kind of stuff goes a long way in terms of paying attention to the moment and having some fun. I mean, we're not supposed to be sledging and trudging through life. We're not supposed to be sledging and trudging through our psychic abilities. I think the more that you can wake up, stay in the moment, look for signs, ask for help, allow help to go through you, not from you, but through you, the more fun and more powerful the journey is. I mean, I've gone on and off without housekeeping, and I'll tell you what, my life with a housekeeper once every 2 weeks is 1,000 times better than my life with no housekeeping. I'm telling you, because that is just not how I want to be spending my energy. And when I finally got clear about it, and my husband kind of saw the results of my attitude, he's a big fan of housekeeping. So I'm just asking you, how are you conserving energy for yourself? How are you turning it over? How are you staying present in the moment to realize what's the truth of the situation in front of you? Because these are all ways of mastering the energy flows. It's getting your ego to take the back seat, which is, you know, you're driving the front, you're driving, and suddenly you look over and you see your soul there. Your soul wants to take the wheel. It is time for you to crawl over and sit in the back seat. Keep the top down, enjoy the ride, but remember who's in charge. Divine is in charge. Ego's taking the orders. Ego's executing against some of this stuff. Ego is not in charge. And part of being present to the moment is a beautiful setting aside of your ego thoughts, allowing them to be there, but being present to the love in the room, or conversely, maybe some negativity in the room that you have not wanted to look at. So, the challenge is, can you take half a day and be extraordinarily present to what's going on? When someone's talking to you, can you ask them some more questions? Get more details about what they're talking about so you can really enjoy who they are and what they're saying to you. Can you feel the energy in the room? Are your guides giving you a message? You can't get a lot of this stuff if you're running around like a maniac. That's why, again, encouraging meditation, quiet time in nature. Those are the two fundamentals, to me, in my opinion, of psychic ability. So I'm really glad that you are subscribing or at least watching these videos. It's really wonderful. I know some of you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and I know others want to make fun of it, and cool, I get it. I get it. I was there, babe. You know, 10 years ago, I'd be making fun of me. But, you know, now I'm in a different place. So I'm just excited that you're watching, and I'm excited you guys are on this journey because I know we're all in it together, and I really mean that, and I can feel it. And I wish you a very blessed day, and I hope that when you take half a day to really be in tune and be present to your life, you realize what a gift it really is to see reality. Cool. Have a blessed day. Bye.